Realize someone already commented in chat. Hello, love this event. I probably won't be at the stream, that is kind of sad. Well, Canadian Lumine, if you actually are here, say hello. Otherwise, hopefully you can catch this later. Now, I must remember, did I do this in Chinese or did I do this in English? Making sure that okay, mic is good, desktop is good. Good. Project Baby. Oh, that's that stupid fucking commission again. Alright. Let's go! Alright, wait until the appointed time 2 days later. Has it not been 2 days later? I'm pretty sure it has been 2 days later. In that case, I'll just wait. Because what I'm gonna do is get my alt account joined in. Today's Monday, right? Today's Monday. Okay. Doink. Let's get some of the easy ones out of the way. Oh wait, there's some new recipes, I think. Yeah, let me get back into Samara. Yeah, I remember there was some new recipes.
Time to go.
Let's check with Lambad. Okay, not this guy. Back to the front. I think this person had a new recipe. They did. Tulumba. And coffee beans? Give me some. Okay. What the fuck is Tulumba? Alright, let's check if this dude has any new recipes too. Where's our village? There we go.
I see everything.
Does gilded Tajina? Tajin? Alright. Hope Saba's okay.
Every conclusion is predicated on certain conditions.
She has a voice now.
Don't even think
about it.
Interesting.
Some beasts are meant for transporting.
Saba has a fucking voice now. That's fantastic. Also, I just never asked or like scanned her before. In which, oops. Alright, let's go. So, this is increases all party members' max HP. Wow. Wait, is that something that I could have cooked before? Okay, yeah, it was shrimp crackers. But we have a snack fried in oil, shaped flour, and this. Damn. Alright. Well, I mean, I got a ton of shit. Why don't I just make it? Just make sure that... Okay. Make something suspicious first. Imagine the amount of calories this thing has. Clearly Aido doesn't even want to fuck with it. Let's go with Huto. No one is making this suspicious dish. Wow, I'm actually really surprised. Wow. Alright. We will never know what the suspicious version will look like then. Well, let's do this. There we go. Alright. I'll make the other one later.
Add astro.
There we go. Some extra books, which I desperately need. Goodness. Okay. I'll set this up for some crafting. Good. Guess I'll join my alt right now. Finish off what I started. So I'll quickly do the commissions real quick and we can get to them on set event. So I'm gonna timestamp this properly. Is it still fucking raining in this world? Oh my god, it is. Alright, let's speedrun this. Idea.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
Alright, away we go. It's not raining over here.
Time to go. One with nature.
Look alive! Hi!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
No time to lose. You got a story to do.
Time to go.
COVID?
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Dumb bitch.
You asked for it.
The wind knows me.
All right. Keep going.
Time to go.
Oh shit. Will I be able to talk to this guy? No. He's not available in co-op. Alright. We can do this one. I think.
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Let's get it on! Ha! Hi!
Into the wind.
It's gonna take a while.
One with nature.
Buckle up!
The wind knows me.
Now, is this gonna be a pyro mage? Yes, yes it will.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Look alive!
The wind knows me.
Alright.
Rest and revamp! Let's get it on! You're dead meat! Look alive!
Oh my god. It takes forever.
Hold the line!
Fuck off. Thank god. Alright, well, we'll go back to my world, I suppose. Okay. Now I'll have it join me. I'll just finish one. Which one's easy? Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do my weekly later.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
There we go.
Thank you for completing.
Not bad. Alright. Okay. Now we can go to fucking Mondstadt. Now we can do it. Alright. I think they wanted 8 o'clock, right? Alright, well, another one.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Sucrose.
Yeah, well, there she is.
Drop.
Oh, I didn't.
Everyone hold hands.
Truly is fascinating.
Okay.
Ooh, you're taking me out?
Welcome. How can I help you?
Sucrose, we're here.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Okay, well, how has progress been on your end?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too, so it's not quite as simple as that.
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely count.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count? Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor, and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Kale is at... Ah, she must be the license of onions. I need to shit really bad, so... I'm gonna put an AFK screen on and be right back. Okay. We're back. Okay. What is she doing here?
Go, go, Barret Buddy! Hi, Collie. Hope I'm not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
But do you look lie? No. You wouldn't.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie. Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but... You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard, but from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave, like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions. No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
So, Rosaria's probably fucking like on the rooftop listening to you right now.
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down. In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
Sino?
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor. Bet he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently. He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
Duh.
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says
Oh
that
my
she's
god.
fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
Oh my god. She has a perfume, lady.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Oh.
Sounds like a no.
Well, I guess.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Not necessarily, but you do have a point.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh,
Do I count?
of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one, Sucrose?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Alright then, Klee makes the shortlist.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination. Okay. I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this.
No.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
plan on Stronghold. How about...
Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I actually had to swap. Okay. Well. Wood? Oh, it's this dude. Is there anyone up here? No. Lisa.
Here we are. Lisa's lair.
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
She's out. Oh.
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Oh.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes. We came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Oh,
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
all right.
Guess we'll leave Kali and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Okay. Hey, Ermin, what's up?
Enshroud!
Oh, it's Bennett, Razor, Lisa, and Mika. What is up, dudes?
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here. Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hello, everyone. Long time no see.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Oh.
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Hi, good to see you again.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windblume. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucro said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Oh, I'll definitely try to visit you for some tea, Lisa.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way. Got it. Kale, please follow me.
Find someone that matches the prophecy. Who would be up here? I guess Amber and Eula would be here, right? Oh, no, I see Noelle. Noelle, Amber, Klee, and Eula. Before we do that, let's do this. Let's do some fighting. I want to fight some people. Oh. Damn it. Bro!
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way. Got it. Kale, please.
God damn it. Let me have a little fun if you're gonna give my character something to fucking fight with. Oh god, I listen to Cleve.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there. Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies. The girl with the long scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale.
But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
Kale, what do you do?
I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest.
Trainee?
It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight. Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yep. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Oh.
sorry. At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me, tell me!
I'm saved. Secros is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Noelle, you have the S curse. No. God, people at the studio gotta get rid of that fucking microphone, dude. It's so hard to hear on the ears.
Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And I mean... You've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself. Oh. I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
Your Tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different, who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Can't see?
Am I looking for Venti? Or who am I looking for?
Enshroud!
Star Snatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look.
Oh, it's Rosaria. I totally forgot.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble
motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
Greetings, everyone, and happy Windblume Festival.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Timaeus, please try to be safe.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Dude, if Timaeus is back up here, I'm gonna lose my shit. What the fuck? Oh. What the fuck? Alright, you two.
Can't see?
What do you want? Goodbye. Swam!
Starfall!
Fuck. Alright. Well, might as well. Oh. There is indeed a mailbox down there. It's actually very cute.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you wanna get dinner? Your treat.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Who's this bitch?
Sounds like a plan.
Can I observe the mailbox? No, I can't.
Hey! Go, Baron Bunny!
Paimon will have this one, and this one. Ooh, and this one.
Hear that? Sanamora pouring out of my wallet.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Sure. Whatever you say, Paimon.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
It feels pretty good to just relax and take in the scenery after all that great food.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
It's like 11 in the fucking night.
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Why?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Should we order something for you?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future.
I'm sure.
Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
It looks like... Is it a lantern? A paper with a simple map and something with an incantation on it.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends. Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, that's a throwback, dude. Wow, I haven't heard that shit in a while.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
Bye. Later. Could you stop that?
He always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
Oh, it's the lady that I told him to get.
You may call me Scarlet.
Oh. She has the... Is she from Shizhnaya?
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
I'm not drinking today, but thank you for offering.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place.
Hey, Jeff. I just saw your snap.
I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Are you interested in it too? Hello. Yes. Yeah, I swapped over to YouTube because Twitch was bullshit. Also, I don't know. I know that YouTube doesn't have raids or anything, but I feel like the majority, if not all of my audience is here. So even if like the streams are unpopulated, sometimes people pop in and it's always a nice time.
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit.
Twitch is slowly going to boot it, yeah. I mean, they still sign exclusive stuff with a lot of people that either are too lazy to switch or have just enough viewers to sustain. Like, recently, I think CDog VA became a Twitch-only streamer and all that stuff. So, they're still raking in talent, but I don't know. The policies and such and fucking stupid shit. I don't know. But then again, YouTube itself also has issues, but I'm not big enough of a creator on either platform for them to give a fuck.
As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy.
Well, I'll let you know if we find the answer.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. I hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
Is she like an old person?
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
Well, hold on. It's Rosaria.
Huh?
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
I noticed that. I fucking noticed that. Wait a minute. Is that? Scarlet and Rosaria. Yeah. Yeah, you just caught me like at the end of it, because this event is split up into fun little things to do, and also the actual quest itself. They really like pushed forward like a ship this this quest. Okay, so Timaeus is here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna be looking around for all the characters that may or may not be showing up. So everyone that is a part of this region, along with the other parts, I'm gonna see if they're looking around the city. That dude's a pedo. That dude's just fishing. Okay. I'm gonna look around. Let me go back to... Would it be Stormbear Point? No, Starsnar's Cliff. What have you been up to lately? Because it's been a while. My I know you went like snowboarding and stuff. Is this region a new event? It's not a new region, but it's just like a revisit to the starting area, because the whatchamacallit, the city is the first city that you go into. So like the city is supposed to be themed around freedom and love and stuff like that. So it would be appropriate that like it's a little bit after I think what do you call it? Valentine's, I suppose.
Enshroud!
School, snowboarding, and sleeping. I noticed the sleeping part. Back to your old shenanigans. Is a Valorant grind really that much? I noticed that you usually sign off with "Good night, Valorant grind" or something like that. Ooh, frames. Okay. I think the latest I've ever slept in the last few months was like 5:30, and that was literally like a couple days ago. Actually, no, last week. The grind ain't bad, I just make poor decisions. Like, do you just lay in bed and just like browse for until like 8 a.m. or something? Because if I see the sun up, I'm like, oh fuck, I fucked up. But like if I can make it right before the sun goes up, I'll be like, alright, I got some sleep tonight. I play a game until 5 and then use my phone a little. Does a little involve you like I don't know. Using the phone a little, does that entail like 3 hours, or does it mean just like you browse until you fall asleep? Cause like, also let me mod you real quick. 1 sec. Can I mod you? Add as managing moderator. There we go. There we go. Probably like 1 to 2 hours, and then you sleep all the way until like 5 p.m. How do you guys? this is something of like a phenomenon that I don't know how you guys do it. Like, I genuinely don't know how you guys sleep until like 5 p.m. I think the latest I've ever slept is like 3. But that's with me like going back to bed.
Sataria. Sataria?
Thank you.
Oh, it's all right.
Sorry you've ended up having to babysit me.
Well, Ramon's busy with the Eremites these days. It's a change for me, too.
I tried telling Mahamatra Sino that he said that educators willing to work in the desert are—
But, at the end of the day, it's why we know we can count on the General Mahamatra while you're in our village.
Candace, her English voice actress blocked me on Twitter. Candace is mommy though. Most everyone in this game is mommy if they're a tall female. Lisa, Yaimiko, the Shogun, although she doesn't really look. Honestly, she doesn't have the mommy vibe. Yula, maybe. Yelan is just femme fatale. Jean. What did I do? I legitimately don't know. Actually, no, that's a lie. I know what I did, but I didn't expect her to block me over it. Okay, so basically, the controversy with this game at all times with Twitter, because Twitter is fucking retarded. They believe that everyone in this region, because Sumeru is filled with deserts and rainforests, and the architecture and the ruins are inspired by the regions in the Middle East, right? So they're inspired and referenced, right? But that doesn't mean that they're actually the fucking structures in real life. So they believe that everyone...
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms.
The people that believe that, in which that the fucking region deals with the like actual in real life place, believes that the characters and people should also be like very dark skinned and like very, very traditional looking. So like they thought this person looked absolutely fucking ugly, even though that like he is dripping with cultural references. And also, like, his species is also another cultural reference. But, like, it's like, references at the end of the day are references, right? So, like, they, like, at the end of the, like, I remember the days where references were, like, a nice little nod rather than, like, a fucking requirement, right? So, like, for example, we have, obviously, this dude. Like, this guy doesn't get more desert than, here, let me, where's Sino? This dude. Like, look at him. That's fucking cool. So, Sino is a bit more tan, and he was also shown in the manga, compared to, say, like, these guys, right? Like, they're pretty pale. Yelan is pretty pale, but Sino is, like, is tanner. Same with Xinyan, but she is from a different place. Dia is desert folk, so she is tan, right? Look at her. The Genshin's version of the Middle East. Yeah, so like at the end of the day, it's fiction. Like you can reference people. Like, and people of historical figures, but it doesn't make them the actual person, right? Like, if they really wanted to make the person to be exactly like the person in real life in the historical figures, they probably would have made it more accurate and or made a different game. So Candace, as see here, like, she is believed because she's like some Egyptian, like she's referenced like the stuff that she wears with like the trinkets and the overall colorway. She's referenced to a actual like Egyptian queen, I think, called Kandake. So replace the C's with K's and you have like an actual historical figure. But people on fucking Twitter were just like, wow, I cannot believe this fucking Chinese company like completely whitewashed her and said like they recolored her to be extremely fucking black. Like they even changed around like her lips and like made everything just like the Twitter version of how the Twitter version of the good black basically. So the problem is that this at the end of the day, I don't think the real Kandake had heterochromia, huge tits. Maybe she did, I don't know. But I don't think she dressed up like this. I don't think she had water. I don't think she had water powers. I don't think she fucking wielded a spear and like could parry shields and shit. The good black. Just by saying that, like, I'm pretty sure some person's gonna come to my channel, clip that shit, and cancel me. But, like, so, basically, the voice actress for Candace is also black. And she really partakes in this mindset of that the real Candace should be Kandake and should be really black. And, like, have the hair become, like, a fucking afro and, like, the curly stuff or braids and, like, super dark skin and all that. So, as a joke, people like made edits because people usually like fuse together characters all the time. So let's take Beto here, right? The pirate mommy, okay? And let's fuse her with...
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
By the way, just letting you know, this is the same voice actress as Bloodhound from Apex. I don't know if I mentioned that. But so let's take Beto and we mix her with Ningguang. So imagine like a beta with gray hair and can do all that kind of stuff with like a fucking pipe like this, right? It's kind of cool. But some people also do it as a joke. So, for example, let's combine Kaya with Xingqiu or something. So you would like give him an eye patch. You would like kind of mix the two features onto the cover art made for the characters. And one of them was taking the god or the archon of Mondstadt, which is this dude. He's just like a femboy looking bard, right? And they mixed it with Candace. And her cover art looks like this. Let me show you. So her art looks like this. Okay. So they mixed it so that they made it windy, and like they swapped the face with Venti and made the skin pale. But it was such a stupid fucking edit, right? And then like so I saved that on my phone because I thought it was fucking hilarious. And one day the voice actress for Candace like vague tweeted like someone who was like drawing Candace too lightly, because there was an official artist who drew some art for Genshin and they released it on their personal account or something like that. And the art literally was taken, like color picked from the game itself. So like they literally just took the fucking skin color from the game. They didn't maliciously intend on drawing the person white. So it's like, and it wasn't even fucking white. It was actually sort of tan like this. But they took like this part, right? So it's obviously a little bit more like exposed to light, so therefore they're a bit more lighter skinned because of the lighting. But then because they drew her like this, if not a little bit lighter, Twitter went fucking wild because it wasn't the good, like it wasn't black enough, right? So this fucking voice actress was like, you know, if you're gonna draw Candace, at least like choose the right color palette, right? And so I went to that tweet and I posted on the bottom like the fucking Venti Candace like fusion, right? I posted the fucking Venti. I called it. I literally just captured it. But what about Candenti? And then she not only blocked my ass, but she hid my reply too. It was just so funny when I found out, because I was like, damn, this voice actress who's supposed to be calm, collected, and is able to parry attacks can't take a fucking tweet from a rando on the internet. So I was just laughing my head off because I just thought it was so fucking funny. Because, like, the irony of the fucking character you're voicing, like, holy shit. I'll show you the photo, actually. Let me send you on Discord. Hold up. That was actually fucking... That was amazing. Hold up. Can I search through my tweets? Oh, God. I got my phone. I can search this up. Candenti. Ah, there we go. Found it. Let me send it to you on Discord. Where are you at? Haven't seen you in a while. Let me there we go. Haven't seen you since last year. 9/15/2022, man. Goddamn. Alright, there it is. Oh shit. That's so fucking funny. But yeah, I got blocked. That's the story of me getting blocked by a voice actress on Twitter. A shame, really. She actually pulls off the character well, but god damn, you're such a pansy. Anyway, so, pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much the entire thing. But yes, mommy. The cover art is pretty good. It is, isn't it? Right? Because, like, it's such a good fusion. Considering that Venti is a lot more different. But I think it's... Hold on, let me check. Yeah, they fused it with this. You can definitely see how it fused it. Alright, back to Mondstadt we go. Oh yeah, it's fucking fantastic. Yeah, Twitter is a place, I'll say that. But then again, I feel like Twitter is a shell of its former self because when Tumblr banned all the porn, like they all flocked over to Twitter and it became noticeably worse. Like when I was dating Phoebe, Twitter was not this fucking bad. There was some dumbasses, but then like they got ratioed into the ground hard. But now people have like actual followings because of that garbage. Is Lisa? No. You don't use Twitter? Honestly, the only reason why I even go on Twitter like half the time is literally just to look at some art. Like I follow some decent artists who really make some good ass fucking art. But then, like, every now and then, I see some banter from my friends that I also follow. I'm just like, God damn it. I gotta see this now. And sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's just fucking not. Like genuinely, I think it's just so annoying. Also, you know, surprisingly, I don't see that much porn on Twitter. Mostly because, like, I think all the other stuff is relegated to Pixiv and or other platforms. But, like... The shit I see on Twitter is either cute or just, like, really cool. Maybe not as cute as the ones I see at Pixiv, but sometimes, like, artists cross-post. Like, they put it on Pixiv and Twitter. But, like, dude. Oh. Wait. You'd be publicly castrated if you don't source the artist, at least. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, like...
Keep up.
Oh, and by the way, people are also, like, making, like, the biggest fucking deal. Like, they're actually, like, okay, so, here's the thing. This character that I'm playing right now is about to get recasted and redubbed.
Can't see?
Because, I don't know if you heard of the controversy, but this dude that voices this character is actually a fucking groomer. He got fired. Like Genshin's public Twitter actually publicly fucking fired him. Like, they name dropped him and everything. But so like it's appropriate that people would fucking like not want to hear this dude, right? Like they definitely because he reached out far and wide. Like he definitely like went to lengths to groom and or manipulate his viewers, and like it's such a shame to see, because like I actually supported this dude, because when he initially started off, like when he was just announced as this character's voice actor, like he got muckraked into the ground. Some like black people on Twitter, supposed black people on Twitter, I don't know if people are just like fucking posing as them, but like they fucking muckraked the fuck out of him. Like they like went into his Twitter and searched up like NIGGA, and then they found a tweet from like 2017, and then like they said like you should like apologize for this, and like clearly this dude was not well versed in the language of social media, because like he was spending like the first day and a half just like apologizing and like writing responses and trying to explain everything to him and everything. Like he's like, yeah, exactly, welcome to cancel culture. And I felt so bad for him because at this point he didn't even have like the amount of followers that he had. He had like 4,000, 5,000, but he only had like a couple, like maybe at most 100 likes a tweet. Like he was definitely not well versed on the internet as a famous person. So like when he got muck raked, I felt so bad for him because like this is clearly a dude that what I thought at the time had very good intentions. It's just that like and the usage of him using NIGGA wasn't even fucking bad. It was like him like responding to someone that was harassing him or giving him a hard time, like telling him when he should and shouldn't use it, and he got angry about it and he was like, then when should I use NIGGA then, huh? And then like people took that as like some sort of like really fucking like aggressive / racist statement or some shit, and they headhunted this guy. I felt so bad for him.
Enshroud!
But then, wouldn't you have it? Like after a while, everyone started to like him a lot because he was this quirky social media dude who always found his way into any Tainari posts, or Tignari if you want to say it correctly. So like you would find him in a lot of people, like when they post their gacha online, they're like, oh, I got Tignari, or oh fuck yeah, I got Tignari, dude. And he was like, and it was like, I got the best character off of standard banner, because when after his banner was over, he became part of the permanent banner, so you could potentially get him from here, which is 100% available. And recently we had a new addition, which is Dia, but she's a lot more controversial than in terms of gameplay, because her kit just doesn't work. But like, so he would find him, he was always the chirpy dude who just laughed and fucking did shit. But then like in the like just a month ago there was like this Twitter user who dropped like Google Doc length like receipts of him of them, like a lot of victims where they were like hella fucking manipulated and or like sexually talked about. Like I actually read some of that shit. It was really unsettling, and unfortunately like people actually like decided to research this, and they matched up the user, and they're like, okay, so it actually is like the voice actor, Elliot Gindi, and like and the problem is that not only did he get fucking blasted by these allegations, right, but then he fucking confirmed it. He confirmed it, but the apology was so half-assed, it would almost be read as like satire, and it came out even further down the line that he also was trying to silence people as the situation was coming out, and also using his colleagues' names as like extra weight, I guess, in his arguments and or his manipulations. So all his coworkers basically fucking disown him. And he himself was like basically just executed everywhere. Yeah, this dude dug a hella deep grave, and it's a fucking shame because I actually think he did an extremely good job with this character, because this character like isn't someone that looks like he's super serious or anything, but like his character is like slightly aloof but also very like knowledgeable, and just like also strict when he needs to be. He's like that teacher that like you're not too sure where to tread, but like, you know that he's a good dude. And he sounds the part. Like he doesn't sound bad. Oh, I just fired at somebody. And he does a very good performance, because like I always have a sweet spot or a soft spot for people who do English dubs well, because like in this game I think the Chinese voiceover is reigns supreme, but a lot of the times like English surprises me quite a lot. So like his voice tone is fine, he's not too harshful or anything. I feel like his casting is good. Like
when that child was first brought here, she was effectively illiterate. It wasn't a huge issue, though. She's a hard worker and a diligent student. Hi there, I'm Tainari, Forest Watcher of the Avidia Forest. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Like, I think it's fine. And sounds like nothing it looks like. Well, here, why don't we, let me swap it over to Japanese. Or we'll go Chinese first, actually. Because Chinese is fine. Chinese is fine.
你好，我叫提纳里，是稻城林的巡林官，负责维护雨林生态与行人安全。耳朵要吹翻过去了。确实有不少人觉得我这一族性格孤僻，也不怪他们这样想。这孩子刚被带过来的时候，可以说是大字不识一个。
Like you can take it either way, like I guess you can take it either way, because I don't think they're supposed to be like super male or super female. Like you can tell this dude is a dude, right? You can tell like this dude is definitely a fucking dude. This is a girl, right? And then you have, I guess, like sort of ambiguous, but it's a dude. Yeah, but the English one ain't bad. And so like you would expect like a sort of male, at least a male voice to come out of Tinari. But then Japanese like spins it on its head. Why don't we wait for my shit to cool down? Ready? Oh fuck. Hold up. I'll just go into the profile.
一応目を覆えばめくれます見えないだろこんにちはアビディアの森所属のレンジャー長
Like what?
ほら溶泉から滴り落ちる朝露の音が聞こえるよ
Like I actually don't mind the performance, but I didn't think like it's a complete departure from every single other voiceover. Like even the Korean is a dude. Like I don't think the Japanese fits either, even if like the performance is good, which is kind of a shame, because like I feel like this voice actor would have been fantastic on another character. But it seems like the more recent Japanese like choices for the Japanese voices for a lot of the characters like have been extreme misses. For example, there's a few I want to show you. Let's go with let's take these three. Okay, so we're gonna choose Yelan. We're gonna choose Candice. We're gonna choose Shenghe, and we're gonna choose here we go.
命に従おう
Alright, so who do you think that fucking was? We got 3 huge women. And we got like a sort of young female, like size, maybe teenager, young adult sort of look, right? So we've got Yanfei, we've got Shenghe, right? We've got Candice, and we've got Yelan. Alright. So, what do you think they should sound like? What? Like, who do you think? What do you think they should sound like? Right? It's like they're grown adults, I would say, right? They have the posture of some people that like. All right, ready? I'm gonna do Shenghe first, And you're probably thinking like maybe a sort of semi-mommy voice, I guess. Right? You're probably thinking someone a deep voice. I'm very confused. Okay. Now, let's go Yanfei. Okay, so she's like pretty young. She's canonically young. Like she's actually like a young adeptus. Now, let's take a look at what she sounds like. Strange. Very, very strange, okay? Definitely very strange. Okay. Now, let's go with Yelan. Alright, she looks like a fucking femme fatale, right? Like, she's a pretty sick-looking woman. Let's fire an arrow. It sounds still too high. She sounds like she's someone just entering 20s. And that's the thing, I have an issue because here's how they sound in, oh, before we do that, let's go Candace. Yep. You see the problem I'm having? Yelan is pretty fitting until you hear everyone else's. Let's flip over Chinese. Chinese Yelan is because okay. Let's bring her over. All right. Okay. So remember, it's too high pitched, and it's like there's a difference between casting and performance, right? All right. So let's go Yelan. Now. Much better. Like just that one voice line, it's just enough.
你好，旅行者，叫我叶兰就好。我想你或许会需要我的帮助，我恰好也对你所拥有的情报感兴趣。总之，让我们友好相处，互帮互助吧。
生和 as well.
我名申鹤，命格孤煞，易伤身边人。仙人叮嘱要以此红绳锁魂，控制杀心。若你不畏惧与我同行，很好，就请伸出手来吧。
Candace?
你好呀，远道而来的旅行者。夜晚的沙漠可是很严酷的，不如就在僻处稍住一晚吧，由我来照看你的无梦之夜。
Shenghe, the hello voice was very strange in my opinion. But then again, she is canonically like pretty separated from human culture. So there's a few ticks in her usual stuff. But let's do another one.
我很少下山，不懂得多少待人接物的道理。发生冲突的时候，我一律按自己的方式处理。但如果你觉得不妥，都请告诉我。即使不理解，我也会听你的。
Well, it's much better. But it's just like, the voice and the performance fits. The actual hilarious, like, miscast, in my opinion, is actually Yanfei. Because they took her young part and amped it up. Take a listen. I don't... Why? What happened? China, you were supposed to be #1. But that's where the English dub comes in. Because the English actually does all of these quite well, actually. Like, you've already heard Candace. Chinese Genfei is more fitting for age. I think English is actually better.
Motion to compel.
Because like I said, she's not super young, but she's like young enough.
Incinerate.
Like, I think that's a perfect balance, right? She is... Oh, wait, hold on. You might know her, actually. This is Lizzie Freeman. Let me check the other shit that she was part of. Okay, she was... Let me see. Her... Yeah, Chinese is straight up young. Lizzie Freeman is... she voices Cardinal in Sword Art Online. Trish Una in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. She is... Oh my god, she's Chizuru in Rent a Girlfriend. Is she part of League of Legends? Hold on. No, she is not part of League of Legends. It's okay. But then you have Yelan, right? Let's listen to some of her lines. If I can snag an enemy real quick. Let's walk over to... Let's walk over to this guy. Yeah, Chinese is straight up young, and I think it's too young. Because, like, she's not that fucking young. Like, she's a half-breed. She's, like, half, like, immortal being and half human. So, like... But let's listen to English, Yelan.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Like, I feel like this is a good femme fatale voice. Right? Like, it's not super high, but it's also, like, it's noticeably mature. Oh.
Take it easy.
Yep. The cardinal sin. The absolute cardinal sin in which prevents me from putting English Yelan at the top is, I think, you've seen this before. I linked you the video. Is when I was fucking raging at the fact that they
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
They made up a Chinese syllable to localize her name to English, and it pisses me off. Like, I actually asked my mom, dad, and grandma if there actually is a word in Chinese that has the syllable yay, because wouldn't you know it, the localizers thought it was a fucking fantastic idea to make her name Yelan instead of Yelan. And Ye is a syllable that genuinely does not exist in the Chinese, in the Mandarin language. And it bewilders me how they just butchered it so hard. And everyone except for one person says it right. Everyone except for one person says it wrong, sorry. Because one of the people, like, actually went off script and said it right. I was so mad when I heard that live stream. Because I was like, okay, maybe, like, it's okay if you can, like, you know, twist around some of the syllables. Like, there's some English word syllables that don't exist, right? So, for example, one of my favorite characters, Yunjin, YU in Chinese is a syllable that isn't something that you can spell or, like, say in English, right? Unless if you specifically know how to say it in Chinese. So it'd be okay to say Yunjin instead of Yunjin, right? Like Gan Yu instead of Gan Yu. It's fine because, but like, for example, like this is Xin Yen. You can go Xin Yen, right? Whatever. Whatever. I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. You also have like Beidou. In Chinese, it's Beidou, right? It's like.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
But then listen to this.
Hello, traveler. Call me Yelan.
Triggered. I'm so triggered, dude. I'm so triggered. It's not even funny. I'm so triggered. Like, why? Why did you do that? It's so annoying. Also, Chinaman himself, Mr. Zhong Li. You know, like the word pizza, like some people say pizza, like pizza, which I find weird, but it's normal people would say like pizza. Okay, so Chinaman himself, yeah. In Chinese, we call him Zhong Li. Okay, so notice how I said Zhong and then Li.
A new contract. Okay. I'm still on leave, but I can accompany you for a while. What name should I use on the contract? I have a great many names, though when on leave I tend to go by Zhong Li.
He says it right here. But every other fucking character says like Zhang Li, John Lee, or like guys, it's not hard to say Zhong Li instead of John Lee. Okay, like fuck's sake, it's not hard. Like and here's something that was brought to light recently, and I'm not sure how to feel about this. The localizers actually make the actresses and actors say it fucking wrong. Okay, so like I said earlier, we have everyone calls him Tainari. Okay, because to be fair, if you were to just see this name, right, you would think it's Tainari because of IGH. You have hi, you have thigh, you have sai, right? But then if you're going to do like I would have been like, okay, clearly maybe like they wanted to make it so that the spelling matches the sound sometimes, but like it was brought to my attention that the voice actors, some of them let it slip, that the localizers actually make them say it fucking wrong, even though that like they know it's wrong. So like the way that you're supposed to say it, at least like localized, like if you were to actually like have the H in there, it'd be like Tichnari or something like that. But like it'd be but even like local fucking Arabs or Middle Easterns at least will say like, okay, well, if you want to localize it, you can say Tig Nari and it'll be fine. But they decided to go with Tainari. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Whatever. Like, if it's spelled this way, fine. Until I heard that they make the actresses and directed to be fucking wrong. Which is so weird to me, because why don't they just say like, hey, why don't we just say it fucking correctly? But no, they fucking force it. It's so weird. Like, why? Why is the localization team doing this? Like, it serves no purpose. It makes the voice actors make it look like they like don't know how to do their fucking homework, or the directors. Like, just say it right. If it's within your possibility to. It's not hard to say Tig Nari. It's not. They're not asking you to say like there's some shit like that, like Tenari or some shit. Like, no, just say Tig Nari. Just like how you would say yeah lan instead of making some random ass syllable. Like, why would you go out of your way to like make up a syllable? Yay doesn't exist until you made it exist. And they're like, yeah, that's pretty fucking good. I'm like, no, just say yeah, Lan. Because, like, I feel like there's other characters that also may have the same treatment. Let me see. Yeah, Lan. Beidou, Lisa, Yao Yao, Xiangling, Mona, Nilo, Farzan, Sara, Ningguang. I guess fucking not. I guess fucking not. There's no other character in the goddamn game that has the syllable yeah in it, which makes it even worse. Because that means in their first try, they fucking failed.
Motion to compel.
Ow. Hey.
Incinerate.
We shall prevail.
Gotcha. Wrap up the flame.
Do your worst.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Gotcha.
But you get my point. Anyway, I'm out here. But, back on topic. What the fuck was I talking about? I was trying to go find characters, but I don't think they're here. But the, like, personally, I think some of the best voice acting in the game is actually, Alhaitham is good. Sino is good. Tinari is good. Dia is okay. Beidou is good. Lisa's good. Lisa's definitely good. But you already heard her. Dory is actually very good. And Ito is one of the best.
Our mission begins.
This fucking nerd is actually very well voiced. This is actually one of the more well-known voice actors. He's actually a fucking VTuber. Did you know that? No, you probably didn't know that, but he's a fucking VTuber on the side while he also voice acts. This dude was a good cast. He's a relatively new voice actor, but I think he pulled off the character well. Same with this girl. And this dude, he's been everywhere. It's fucking Max Middleman. I wonder if you know him from anywhere. Let me check. Max Middleman, all voices. Let me read off a few for you. He was I don't know how much anime you've watched recently. I'm just gonna start listing off some more shit. He was fucking he is One Punch Man. Yes, he is fucking One Punch Man. He is Sabito in Demon Slayer. He is right. He is so good at his job. He is the only fucking person on the team, I think, that they genuinely allow him to go off script and do whatever the fuck he wants. Because he's that good at his job. It's fucking amazing. Like, all the Itos, like this Oni, like, they bring a different character. They bring aboard a different, like, sort of character to them. Like, in Chinese, he's like this primal fucking, like, if he doesn't cave in your head by the end of the fucking battle, like, he's gonna be upset. But then, like, in English Ito, he's like the person, he's like, watch this shit. And he's like the fucking ringleader, basically. Because he really brings forth so much energy. But Japanese isn't that bad, actually. The only issue I have with his Japanese voice actor is that his battle grunts sound like he's holding in farts. Or trying not to throw up. But English Ito is fantastic. Let's take a listen.
Attaboy! It's showtime! Let's roll! Defract! Flicker.
This guy isn't that bad either, actually. Is he? Alright, let's leave him alone. Like, he's actually a relatively new voice. I actually like him quite a lot. Mr. Nazetarsha. He's like, it seems like it seems like the English cast has brought in a lot of new blood, which I really like. Although you can definitely tell when they missed the mark. Like, there's a lot of characters that definitely sound like it's their first big gig. And that's a big... And it's like... Alright. Whatever. Like, the voice acting industry is already fucking brutal as it fucking is. So I'm not gonna fucking give them too much of a hard time. But some of them just really don't sound fit for the job. But Sino is actually very good. And also Dory is another good person to bring up. She brings in this gremlin energy. It's just very, very good.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. You stay condemned. Your penance is due. You stay condemned. Bam!
Yeah, she's a fantastic. She's very good at what she is. Although. Yeah, that shit. The Sino animation is very cool. I actually quite like him as a character, and he actually pays a visit to Mondstadt this time around. I think you might have missed him, but he was there. Yeah, but you had to time it with everything, and his overall tone of how he acts is actually very good. Because like, they bring forth in this event, like, he's a fucking nerd, dude. This dude who, like, acts as a general in the, like, government for one of the regions, who literally goes around blitzkrieging, like, corrupt politicians and, like, fucking rounds up criminals like it's fucking nothing. He just likes to play cards and make really shitty puns. Like, that's his entire fucking personality. He goes hard, dude. He's a strategist, not a nerd. He is a nerd with a strategy. That's what I like to say. But there's some other people that miss the mark for me. Like, we have... Let's go with the tried and true, like, marketed people. We have Ayaka, right? She's the standard young girl samurai that like does her thing. She is like the one that everyone was wishing for. Let's go... But as popular as she is, I don't think she was really that well casted or directed, in my opinion. One of my favorite characters, unfortunately, Yunjin, also sounds a little off. She sounds too stiff. We also have Yao Yao, which all the fucking child characters in the game, minus Dory and Diona, sound like shit. This is no... I don't know, man. Just something about them. But we also have... Who else have we got? This is fucking... Did I show you? This fucking little ninja lolly is voiced by Lily Pichu.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
Okay, so that's Ayaka, right? They say it wrong. It's not Ayaka, it's fucking Ayaka. But this little bitch is voiced by Lily Pichu, and they ruined her. They fucking ruined her, because she has the perfect voice for, like, a kid anyway, right? Because she has a very high-pitched voice. It's just, like, how it is. I heard, yeah, this is Lily Pichu. That's fucking Lily Pichu. You can hear that, like, immediately. But they upped the kid factor on her for no goddamn reason. I'm like, why? She had a perfect voice for a young child and or young teen already, and you decided to make her even more of a kid. Like, why did you do that? And of course, you can't, I can't bear, like, honestly, this is the least worst of the kid voices.
Don't be scared.
Oh, I just angered him. Hold on. But let's listen to Ayaka real quick, because there's something about her that just doesn't sound right.
Take flight.
Alright, ready? What is that? What is that sound effect?
Sakura swirl.
It sounds like you're cracking a voice.
Stay put. Go get it, huehuehuehue.
Let's bring out Lily Pichu.
Whirling snow.
And away I go.
Why? What are those bunny things? They're like a little. There's like a little gadget that she has.
Huehuehuehue, you're up.
If it's one thing that, like, I don't know, English voice actors can't do, it's fucking kid voices. Because they never actually hire anyone with a proper voice.
And leap. Break a leg. My apologies.
Like,
Black fly.
like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't hit right. But in Chinese, they hit perfectly fine. Chinese, I don't know what it is about them, but they actually know who to cast for young characters, like very young. Let's take all of the let's take all the actual like kid characters real quick. Well, except for Dory. Actually isn't that good. Let's go. Where is she? Nahida is good. I don't have one of the characters on this account, but I do have my alt account. Nahida, there we go. The goddess of wisdom. Yao Yao is good. We have one of my favorites of all time. It's only again. And then we're gonna go. Let's go Ayato. He's one of my favorites.
What's that? Join you for a walk? Why not?
Let's go Chinese. That was Ayato, by the way. So, like, if you want to hear actual proper voice acting here, like, this character is actually the same character as, same voice actress as her. She actually sounds like a fucking kid, right? Which is how it's supposed to be. This is the actual Chinese director himself, by the way. So the person you're hearing here is actually the person who directs the voices. He's very good at his job.
等下有点痛啊。知识与你分享。
安如磐石，秋水3尺。
The bunnies! But like, he sounds pretentious because I actually respect it, even if I don't like it, because this dude is actually the leader, or rather one of the heads of the clans in Japan, or Inazuma. And there's literally a fucking chat called spoiled. He's a spoiled brat, dude. So in Chinese, they bring out the deceptively aloof. Like, he's very calm. He sounds extremely soothing. I love his voice. He makes me gay, okay?
此前听林华屡次提起阁下，不料公务繁忙，直至今日才有机会相见。啊，神里家家主，神里灵人，今后请苍流水影，剑影，秋水3尺，哼，安息吧，神里流，水右。
Like, it's so good. It's so fucking good, and it's appropriate that he's like a singer apparently. But okay. But on the other hand, we have the royal brat sort of kind of way, where the English version brings out, because in the Chinese that's completely fucking missing. They don't bring out his spoiled brat shit at all. It's like he's just vibing in Chinese. It's very, very just laid back. But in English, they bring out the more spoiled, sort of like royalty kind of feel to him, which I don't like, but I can respect it, you know? Like, just how you know how Chuni or Chunbyus like are fucking cringe? Like, the people who, you know what Chunis are, right? Like, the people who believe that they actually are something else. The fucking weebs, basically. So this girl is a German weeb. Germiabu? I don't know how to fucking say it, but like, basically she is like role playing as high royalty, right? And she, like, in English it's so funny, but it's so cringy because she makes dialogue like 10 times longer than it fucking should be, and she mispronounces almost all the German words in the fucking script. It's so funny. But that's appropriate for the character, right? Because she learned the characters and the words and shit from her own volition. She didn't really consult much help. She like it's like a weeb going like, my fucking manga is fucking amazing. Like, just kind of how it is. But like, I'm not gonna make you suffer through the English one, but oh my god, it's so horrendously good that I have to give it credit where it's due. But yeah, the almost every single other character in Chinese language is fucking fantastic. I think the only ones I don't like. Let's take a listen. This guy's good. She's fine. Yaya's good. Alhaitham is very good. Dia is very good. Layla is weird, but then again, it's hard to pull off sleepy characters. Nahida is exceptionally good. Nilo, it's half and half for me. Sino in Chinese is good. Candace in Chinese is good. Why don't we just go around and fucking... I'm gonna go walk around and listen to some... I'm in RD Chinese. Let's take a listen. Let's go over to fucking Sumerio and listen to some of the characters, because some of the characters are still here. So, I think in general, I'm a lot more picky about it because, like, you know, it's shit that you're gonna be hearing 24/7 because I don't skip the fucking dialogue. So I listen to all the story stuff and such, and I can like tell whether or not I like something or not, and I judge it. But let's take a listen to the Chinese versions.
赛塔蕾小姐，吃点零食休息一下吧。赛塔蕾小姐，
哦，谢谢你。抱歉，我刚刚太投入了，没听到你的声音。
没关系啊，能做自己感兴趣的工作是好事。
真是不好意思，还麻烦你这样陪着我。
拉赫曼先生最近有旅团的事要忙，换我来当你的保镖应该也不错吧？而且，我也是第一次当保镖，就当是体验一下迪西亚的职业了。
之前我跟赛诺大人提过，我还是有能力独自处理这些工作的。他却说，像我这样愿意投身沙漠的教育工作者非常难得，必须有。
这正是大风机关的可靠之处啊！我和他想法一致，
所以我会守护你。只要你停留在阿如村，我们就会将你视作同伴。不要有负担，享受在这里的时光吧。
Yeah, it's very fluid. If it's one thing that the Chinese script always has, it's just very nice flow to it. I believe I can find Dia here. Dia actually has been one of my favorites so far because she is this rambunctious desert dweller that just beats up people if she feels like it. And I'm all for that because, like, we needed someone that was just fucking chaos, but also, like, her life is chaos. She's a fucking mercenary, right? So, like, you definitely can tell whether or not someone grew up in that sort of life, and she pulls it off very well. Although, I have to give English voice actors the credit sometimes as well. Because that voice actors also pulls it off quite well. But Chinese Dia is... There's a reason why Chris Chang calls her wife. And I'm inclined to agree. Like... Oh. I believe she's right here. There she is. What's up, girl?
哦，旅行者，很高兴见到你。赛诺要出远门，委托我来这里帮他的下属一起处理一些工作，算是代班吧。如今的教令院氛围好了不少，偶尔在这里停留也不错呢。你应该也有不少事要忙吧？加油！
Confident mommy, yes. Although I will give Dia credit, because she sounds good in almost every language, in my opinion. Let's give a whirl for her battle lines. Like, that shit's just fucking cool, dude. Like, say what you want, but fuck, I love the animations. But unfortunately, she as an actual playable character kind of sucks dick. Which makes me one of the most upset people ever. But I feel more worse for the people that want her to be good. Because I pulled her because I wanted to collect her, but like... Alright, let's get her fucking... Let's pound her real quick. She's so hot. Oh my god. Fuck. Dude, she's a fucking dude. She's not a sister fister. She's gonna punch your wife in the guts. Look at her face real quick. Hold on, let's see if we can get a good angle. Oh my god, dude. Brass knuckle that shit. Woo! Ugh, making me feel a little way. But unfortunately, like I said, the kit kind of sucks ass. But I'm sweating, dude. She's that hot. And she literally lives in a desert, so it's like even better. Let's do that shit again. God, do you hear the weight behind that fucking battle cry? It's so good. It makes me feel some sort of way. But her English is actually not too bad either. I will give the English credit where credit is due. Let's just beat up these people right here.
Stabilize.
Alright, ready?
Look alive! You're dead meat!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Like you can hear the flame in this voice too. Although there's only one battle cry I'm not a fan of. Let's see if I can trigger it. that one right there. Like, come on, man. It sounds like you fucking like slipped on something. Oh.
Let's get it on. Ha! 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 Cha! Hi! Ha!
Whew. Very good. Very good. And she has a more like laid back tone in English. Let's see if I can trigger a voice line.
My name's Dia. I'm the merc you hired. So, what you got for me? A commission, a fight, armed escort? Whatever it is, you know where to find me.
Like it's a lot more like, it almost sounds like she's crossing her arms and talking to you. Kind of that sort of way.
The academia have taken a kinder view of us since everything that went down. I heard that they even released a ton of new regulations to support the desert folk. It'd take me till the end of time to read and understand all that documentation. I just hope from now on, the Wall of Samiel will only mark the place where sandstorms end, rather than my folks' hopes and dreams. I love my makeup box. Sometimes I take it out and reorganize it when I have the time. I keep all my powders and brushes in here, paid top Mora for all of it. Just look at this texture. Isn't it just perfectly smooth? And even if you sweat or get caught in the rain, it doesn't run. You get what you pay for.
She's a little, it's like I said, it's appropriate for the voice and where she comes from, but like it's a little bit more like slingy, like really informal in English, but it's appropriate and it doesn't sound bad. Also, the one thing with English is that it increases the gap moe quite a lot. Like you can hear a lot more of the embarrassment and or like excitement with a lot, because I know it's consistent in Chinese, but sometimes like they don't show enough emotion sometimes. Out of that, they knock you out of the fucking park. I did say gap moe, yes. Hold on, did I make that right? Yes, yeah. Like you didn't expect her, right? Like a person that fucking like murks people to death and or like shakes people for their money, or like a hired bodyguard, be someone so fucking interested and like so girly around makeup, or like getting in the story she gets embarrassed when like her master, I guess, calls upon her for something or is nice to her, so she's like, oh no, come on. Like you don't expect someone of her who's nicknamed the Flame Main, like fucking. I feel like you wouldn't do that, right? It's like, dude, but like I said, like Chinese hits it so well, dude. Chinese Yae Miko is very good as well. And I think her, let me see if I can trigger a burst line real quick, because there's some things that just don't transfer well over to English, but this is something that I absolutely love using. Yae is fantastic in Chinese. Her English is no slack either, but it's just the line that she says sometimes just really doesn't hit the mark. Like, I'm always watching, or nothing lasts forever. It's like, no, don't say that. But the rest of you is good. But Chinese Dongli is good, Chinese Kale is good. But she's hot though, yes. Although the meme of Yae Miko is that the translations also did not do her any justice either.
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Right here, right now, right here, right here, right now. Sure, Mom. Come on now.
Emerge. Right now.
It gets a little annoying. And I can't charge her up really well right now.
Emerge.
Right now. Emerge.
I'll take my leave.
Show them.
But it's a good cast though. I don't like her Japanese voice, but apparently they made it so that they shared it with the Honkai version, so I can't. I guess they have their invincibility card there. But she sounds like an Oba-san, like really like old auntie, which I really don't like. But what can you do? But let's take a look at some Japanese voices that I do like before we end the stream, because I also have homework due in like 30 minutes. But there's some Japanese voices that I actually do like. None of these though, except for Dia, I think. I haven't heard her in Japanese yet. But these three are not that great. Which ones do I actually like in Japanese? There's a lot of them there's so many I hate in Japanese that I'm just like, which ones do I like? Dory is good in Japanese. You know it's bad when I actually don't know who I like in Japanese. Oh, Kaya is good in Japanese. Ito. Ito's okay. Like, if you thought the English was like Gremlin, dude, she is a Mora Munchkin, if you want to call it that. She is so unbelievably Gremlin. It's not even funny. Like, just her sprinting around. It's like, oh my god, dude, I can't play the fucking money. What the fuck am I listening to? It's so funny. Kaya is good in... Like, I like this dude. Yeah, let's actually listen to Dia. I've never heard her in Japanese before. Okay, not bad. That's the biggest problem I had with Japanese Ito, is that he doesn't sound forceful enough. Where's the energy, man? Like, this sounds amazing. Right? It's like, everything about him sounds amazing except for his battle grunts. Like, that one's good. Like, what? Like, dude, have you heard the Chinese Ito? Chinese Ito fucking hates you. But in a good way. Oh, let's. But yeah, Dory is fantastic. Kaya was great. Dia is just great in any language. Also, I don't know if I can. Oh, here we go. Let's bully this dude. Let's go with Ito. Oh. Sorry, I can't help myself every time. Every time, dude. Anytime when she says like, oh, it's too good. But let's activate this dude. But like every time he's on stage, like listen to him just fucking scream in such a powerful way. It's so good.
老实点。斗战野牛。
But yeah, Ito sounds fan-fucking-tastic in Chinese. I honestly think every Ito is like S-tier voice acting. But Dory does miss the mark a little bit. But it's still fun. But it's a little bit too kiddish, in my opinion. So I actually find this an actual rare L for the Chinese, where English and Japanese like actually beat her out. But by no means is it horrible. Yeah, it's a little. She's sitting on a genie. Like, it's actually a little genie. Let's see if I can trigger the idle animation.
No.
Right? And hilariously enough, people want to people, of course, on Twitter hate this design because they think it's a walking stereotype. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking gremlin genie who fucking befriended a fucking genie and rips people off because as a kid she got ripped off by American healthcare and literally had a sister die because of it. Like, dude, what the fuck is this story? Like, people are so mad at stereotype. She's so offensive. And like, it's Twitter. Yeah, it's fucking Twitter. Look at it. Dude, Dory is so funny. It's so funny. I love it. But let me trigger English Dia one more time. I want to hear her say. I want to hear one of her battle cries, which aren't listed. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
What's the hurry?
English Kaya isn't so bad, actually. I used to hate him when I first started out, but I ended up liking him a lot.
Cool it.
Let's get it on.
Bam!
You asked for it.
Let's roll.
Oh my god.
Attaboy!
Mwah. Fantastic. Let me see. Does she have a? Let me see how she.
Huh? Ta-da! No. Oh, fine.
Very good. And then Japanese. Who's this? Not today. Fucking Japanese Dory is just like, dude, I can't get enough. It's so dumb. It sounds so dumb, but that's what makes the character. Anyway, I gotta roll, I guess. I might, but I'll hit you up maybe if you want to play some games. Tomorrow's my one day off. Although, yeah, it's literally her, dude. Yep. It's so good. Oh my god. Okay, let me log out before I end up fucking missing the deadline. Go back to Mondstadt though, because I gotta get back and do that shit. Oh my god. Hit you up sometime. I'm busy with school on weekdays. Honestly, me too. My one day off is on Tuesdays.
いい天気だ。今ある仕事がもう少し楽だったらもっと良かったんだが。
Yeah, but I work Thursdays, Fridays now, so I actually don't have Thursdays off anymore. Tuesdays are my one day off. Monday, Wednesday I have school. My spring break is the end of March, but then the weekends I should be free. But like anytime, man. Like my schedule is your schedule at this rate. Like, let's grab lunch next Tuesday. I'd be fucking down. I hope my tax return comes in soon though, because I am actually piss poor broke. My checking account is in double digits right now, because my last credit bill was not nice to me at all. I also have been yeah, the VR PC, like, it didn't cost me it didn't break the bank for me. It was like buying another system that I could build, but I never actually thought what I'd be doing with it. Like, my VR PC right now, I don't know how well you understand specs. I'm pretty sure you're pretty good at PC stuff though. My VR PC, or my backup system, my AMD system, because my main system is Intel. It has a 3600X, along with a 1070 Ti, and an ITX like ASRock AB350 motherboard. I had to flash the BIOS for it to accept a 3600X, but a 3600X is pretty fucking high tier for a budget CPU, I guess. Because like, if anything, people seem to agree that like it'll be hard to let go of your 3600s and 3600Xs. And recently, I was so tempted to buy it. There was some dude in Los Angeles who was selling a 5600G for $70, dude. Like, holy shit! Like, where are these processors fucking coming from? Like there's so many good deals on the used market. Like, if you know anyone that wants a fucking PC, I'll sell it to them for cheap. But like, my alternate system is VR chat huge. It's able to be handled quite well actually. The 1070 Ti has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I have 32 gigs of RAM in the ITX system, 2 16 gig sticks, and I also have a decent amount of coolers in there. I have 2 Be Quiet fans in the front, 1 Be Quiet in the back, along with a Cooler Master Hyper 212 fucking fanning the CPU. So like, it's fine. It works really well, and I really want to record a video on it because I want to do something different for this channel. But then my alternate PC that I originally was going to split with my friend that wanted a gaming PC, it's actually similar. It has a B550M, so that's a really recent motherboard. I got that shit for $40, man. $120 motherboard for $40, brand new in box. Like, it was only unsealed to take a photo of, dude. Like, the dude was like initially asking 50. I was like, are you? And I literally was like, as a joke, I went, hey, is this firm, by the way? He's like, I'll do 40. I'm like, whoa, okay, fuck, man. So, that one has a 3600, not a 3600X, just 3600 Ryzen 5. It has a 1070, but not a 1070 Ti. It's a Asus OC Dual Edition, so it's like pretty and like pearly white and stuff like that. It's a mining card, but he only did it for like 6 months, and mining cards actually aren't bad. You just have to watch out for the fans, but like, considering it was mined on like just a little bit, and that means it probably wasn't that like bad actually. I just have to dust it off, because he hasn't been mining it since like the crypto crash last May, but like, or last May, sorry. But like, on top of that, in that system, there is yet another 32 gigabytes of RAM, 4 sticks for $40. They're 3200 megahertz as well, and the case is a Fantex P300, which is like a $70 case. My ITX case is a Fractal Define S, so not only does it have silence paddings in there, but it's an ITX format, and I got it for $30. So like I've been scooping up deals left and right. I'm like, shit, I kind of went overboard because I have a bunch of parts now that honestly I could sell on the market for maybe like $500, $600. But I want the parts to go to a friend instead. So I'm like, I don't want to let them go. Cause I've developed a sentimental like fucking attachment to these things now. So I don't know what to do with it. Struggles, man. Fuck. I blame my friend for getting me into OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace because I built like a. It doesn't hurt to hold on to it until you realize you bought so much you're giving bank accounts in double digits. Oh god, I forgot it's Japanese. Or catch up in a week or anything, or you can just fucking text me, man. Fuck, I need to catch up with a lot of folk these days because I ended up realizing that I kind of like been neglecting like a bunch of this. Like, I actually want to catch up with Raymond as well, Raymond Kong. Like, I haven't seen him in a fucking hot minute. And I really want to see what he's been up to lately. Because, like, even my parents are fucking, are curious about where he has been. I know his younger brother has been down a rather questionable road. But Raymond himself has been... Wait, I think I see him at Platinum Fitness. Unless that just looks like Raymond. Who knows? I think Raymond lifts, though. I think Raymond has a pretty distinct look to him, so. But if you just see him, say I guess you can see. I guess you can tell him I say hi. But I'm not gonna send him a message anyway because I want to catch up with a lot of people once I get my fucking tax returns in. Because tax returns cucked me. I thought I was getting like $1,000 this tax return because of the American Opportunity Program for schools. But apparently I've been in school for way too long. So they're like, even though that you haven't filed this American Opportunity Credit for the last 4 years, you're kind of too retarded, man. You should have been out of school by now. So they refused my fucking $1,000 like paycheck. So I got a return of $350 rather than $1,000 plus. So I'm still pissed because I was originally planning to go see a friend in Indiana and like buy a plane ticket and shit and fly on my own for the first time. But that completely killed the plan and I'm so mad about it. So fuck the government. Unless they give me a stimulus check, which I'm waiting for. Give me. But yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. This was fun. Even though I didn't hear your voice once. All right, I gotta do homework. I'll be online for the next like 2 hours or so. So if I do see you, I'll catch you in a bit.